Photosynthesis. What is photosynthesis? What are the raw materials for photosynthesis? Where does the energy come from for photosynthesis? So the word photosynthesis stems from two words. So photo means light and synthesis means joining together. So in photosynthesis, carbon dioxide and water are joined together using light energy. Photosynthesis uses light energy, carbon dioxide from the air, water from the soil to make glucose, and oxygen is a byproduct. So the equation is carbon dioxide plus water goes to glucose plus oxygen. And you may see that light and chlorophyll are above and below the arrow. And to put this into a balanced symbol equation, it is 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O goes to C6H12O6 plus C6O2. And this is the formula for glucose. And the glucose energy can be used for growth. And photosynthesis takes place in chloroplasts, and chlorophyll is the green pigment in chloroplasts. Chloroplasts are found in palisade cells in the upper layer of the leaves, and the chlorophyll absorbs light energy, which is used to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose. Some plants have green and white leaves, so they are called variegated, and it's only the green parts that contain chlorophyll, so only the green parts will photosynthesize. So photosynthesis takes place in palisade cells in the chloroplasts. And as well as plants, some algae can also photosynthesize. So green algae have chloroplasts and can photosynthesize, and they're found in ponds and streams. And plankton contains numerous types of algae, and algae are single-celled microscopic organisms. Investigating photosynthesis. The easiest way to see if a plant is photosynthesizing is to test for starch, because excess sugar is stored as starch, and that will stain blue-black with iodine. So a brown leaf with iodine on means it's no starch, it means it's not been photosynthesizing. A leaf that has been photosynthesizing will go blue-black because it has starch present. In order to do the starch test, you have to plunge the leaf into boiling water, decolorize it by heating gently with ethanol, and then add the iodine, and it will go blue-black if it's been photosynthesizing. So on the variegated leaf, if we go back to that picture, what you would find is the bit that has chlorophyll, the green bit, after the starch test would go blue-black, but then the white bits, because they don't have chlorophyll, they can't photosynthesize, will stay brown. So the way in which you destarch a plant before you do another experiment to see, say, if tinfoil affects photosynthesis or if lack of carbon dioxide affects it, you would keep it in the dark for 24 to 48 hours, and any stored starch will be converted to sugars, which are then transported to other parts of the plant. So to destarch a plant, to get rid of any of the previous starch that's been produced, you have to keep it in the dark for 48 hours. And then to prove that oxygen is given off as a byproduct of photosynthesis, what you could do, this especially works with pondweed, if you put the pondweed underwater, have a funnel which is inverted, and then you have an inverted test tube which collects the gas, these bubbles of oxygen, and then to prove it's oxygen you would put a glowing splint inside the test tube and it would relight. Some leaf adaptations for photosynthesis are they have a broad, large surface area for light absorption. They contain chlorophyll in chloroplasts to absorb light energy. They have air spaces which allow carbon dioxide into cells and oxygen to leave. They have veins which bring water to the cells of the leaves, and it means that the plant can carry out as much photosynthesis as possible when the light is available. There's a brief summary of photosynthesis.